Hi there, I am Aaron Snyder, author of The New Diabetes Prescription. The third prescription in this book is called Change the Stress or Change Your Response. You know, we have already talked about how emotional eating leads to overeating, leads to weight gain, leads to poor blood sugar control, how we have to stop that. In this case, we're talking about how stress makes us want to overeat and how stress itself makes us fat. Those two issues. How stress makes us overeat, it's pretty simple. You don't sleep. You sleep for 5 hours a night. Your appetite's going to be through the roof. Your metabolism is going to be slower. You're going to want to eat 5 tacos at lunch, but you're not going to have to actually burn enough calories to deserve to eat 5 tacos at lunch. So you just got tricked by your body. That's an example of stress directly making you fat. How stress affects our emotional eating, we've all had those situations at work where we thought to ourselves, you know, this day is just, it's going to be horrible. And it's not going to end until midnight, and I'm going to be exhausted. I'm going to be a basket case. Maybe our boss is yelling at us. But it builds that anxiety, it builds that tension, that stress that we all know about. For me, that was the #1 emotional eating scenario. I was just using food just to calm down. I'd probably be leaner if I had just stuck to beer, but it just wasn't my drug of choice. You know, sugar was it for me. So if you're like me, you're going to have to learn to deal with stress in a different way. Be aware that stress influences your appetite. Be aware of that. When you get stressed, when you get anxious, you got to find other ways to deal with it. I know how hard that is. I did it. I used to always go for the food, and now I don't. Second way, get enough sleep. Lack of sleep is the #1 stressor. You will not find another. You can deal with anything better on a better night's sleep. Your appetite will be less, your metabolism will be faster, your cravings fewer. Get enough sleep. You are worth it, and whoever you are working for, whoever you are so worried about, whoever you love so much, it's worth it to help them by helping yourself. Third one, don't overdo it on caffeine. Roughly at a top, maybe a Starbucks, a large cup of coffee, one of those is about as much caffeine as you're going to want to get in a day. About 300 to 400 milligrams. 2 strong cups of coffee. For the rest of the day, switch to green tea. Either old-fashioned caffeinated Japanese, Chinese green tea, or yerba mate tea, which is a green tea that comes from a leaf in South America. Either one is going to give you energy without overdoing it on the stress hormones. And that's it. Top 3 tips that you need to control stress.